It ain't even gonna be close at 154.
So he'll rule 154.
Easy.
He would have fought and made it a fight, but Jaron is too much.
Guy is talented and has the skill level that Boots has. Anything can happen, but don't get it wrong. Bud has that skill level too, so.
Terence Crawford has done what most fighters only dream of, conquering 5 divisions and earning the title of undisputed king. After climbing to weight classes, he didn't just face Canelo Alvarez, he dominated him, proving once again why he's built different. Now, a 3-time undisputed world champion, Crawford has silenced doubters, defeated every challenger, and carved his name among the legends of the sport.
Terence Crawford is the best fighter on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this 4-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion 3 times over. 140 pounds, 147, now 168 pounds, claiming all the belts. You don't see people doing that very often. Going up against a guy who was perceived as being bigger and stronger, Crawford was strong. Crawford was strong enough to fend him off, strong enough to make him respect his own power. He used his jab, he used his distance. He had poise in the ring, he wasn't rattled. He backed up and moved when necessary and kept us different. He exchanged enough to gain respect when necessary. It was a brilliant, brilliant, masterful fight on Terence Crawford's part.
He's taken down every challenger in his path, except for one. The young powerhouse many call his reflection in the mirror, Jaron "Boots" Ennis. This isn't just another fight on the schedule. This is the legacy clash. The kind of showdown that could redefine Crawford's throne and test everything he's built his career on.
Who they are cancels out each other as far as height. You know, they both switch hitters, lift, and everything. All of that cancels out each other. So they are literally the same people, pretty much.
Jaron "Boots" Ennis isn't just another undefeated name on the roster. He's a phenomenon. A tactical genius with a spotless 34-0 record, and 30 of those victories ending before the final bell. He doesn't just win fights, he shuts them down. With frightening speed, explosive power, and that unpredictable switch-hitting rhythm. He's the kind of fighter who feels more like a riddle than a rival, one that even champions struggle to solve.
I said, Sean, what you think? I said, he's too much. He's just too much. When you got somebody who is just so intuitive in the ring, so intelligent in the ring, and then got the speed and the quickness, the agility, the power, clearly, the everything to back it up, it's like he's too much.
Crawford done been in the big stage against big fighters so many times. And also with age, he didn't beat up his body, so his age is actually good. He got the grown man strength. He not just grown man strength, but he built on top of that. Like, look at him at 135. He was a little scrawny dude. He wasn't a big dude. Now look at him. He ripped up everything. He's strong. So sure. I feel like he got everything, all the experience, all the knowledge. So I gotta go with Crawford.
And it's not just hometown noise. The city of Philadelphia is rallying behind its new phenom. Even Meek Mill, a name that carries weight far beyond music, has thrown his full support behind Jaron "Boots" Ennis. After that electrifying first-round demolition in his last outing, Meek didn't hold back. He sent a message that echoed across the boxing world. His words were clear. Crawford's about to learn what Philly monsters are really made of.
Crazy that my TV paused as soon as he knocked him out. That was crazy as shit. But shout out to Boots. Boots the next legend to come up in this shit.
How does Crawford and Boots play out, Meek?
Crawford and Boots play out? I'm rocking with Boots, of course. I'm from Philly. Crawford, you already know you about to meet this Philly shit. It's all love, but you about to see what this Philly shit about. We real monsters. Let's get it.
That single phrase, let's get it, said it all. Ennis isn't just another name on the contender list. He's the storm you can't sidestep. The kind of challenge that forces even champions to look twice.
What we know? I don't know nothing. I'm trying to find out what I know. Enlighten me.
What you mean enlighten me? You fought Devin Easy and you could fought me.
You jumped up out of my sanction body to go fight in the IBF. So what I know?
What you mean?
What you mean what I mean? Would you rank that in the WBA or not?
Yo, it don't even matter. Yo,
All right, catch up, little homie. Catch up, then. If it don't matter, catch up.
Yo, he picked Evan.
Catch up.
Evan was way under.
You just said it don't matter. Catch up. I'm talking about before that.
He not about it. We already know he not about what he's talking about.
I'm not about what? I'm not about what?
You don't want to fight.
You said I'm not about what?
You don't want to fight.
Man, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go ahead.
You dreaming, man. You talking in your dreams,
don't
man.
Want to fight. Yo, we asked for that fight plenty of times. Yo.
When?
Plenty of times.
What's plenty? When? Man, you fronting.
One man who's been in the heat of battle with Crawford believes this challenge is far more dangerous than people realize. Shawn Porter's words carry serious weight. He's one of the few who's truly felt Crawford's power and seen what Jaron Ennis can do up close. A former world champion and elite contender, Porter was the last fighter to share the ring with Crawford in that division. A grueling war that ended when his corner threw in the towel. Porter has first-hand respect for Crawford's brilliance, but he's also traded punches with Ennis in sparring. On his podcast, Porter recalled a moment that changed how he viewed the young star. Ennis landed a right hand so sharp and heavy that Porter froze for a split second. That wasn't a sparring shot, that was a real one.
You had one of them in eights and the other in sparring?
I don't know, because that dude hit me with a right hand in the sparring, and I was like, I was like, yo, that was real.
It's one of those things where...
And Porter had always been the alpha in every ring he entered, until he faced Terence Crawford. By his own admission, that night changed everything. He said Crawford wasn't just stronger or sharper, he was dominant in every sense. Mentally and physically, Bud broke him down, proving what a true alpha really looks like inside those ropes.
I was an alpha male until I got in the ring with that dude.
It just,
and that dude, like, it was like, the more he wasn't allowing me to do he wasn't, and it was like, damn, okay, well then shit, you know?
You can hear it in Porter's voice. He recognizes that same dangerous aura in Boots. Ennis. That's why he won't pick a winner. He calls it an A+ versus A+ matchup, a modern classic. The kind of fight that deserves to be mentioned alongside Hagler Hearns. And Leonard ...
What do you think would have happened? The version of Ennis here in 25 that you sparred in Philly against the version of Crawford in 21 that you fought, what would that have looked like?
I truly don't know, because Terence is just...
Somebody getting stopped.
I don't know. This fight right here, if this fight were to happen this year, it will go down in history as one of the classic fights that go with the Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns, that go with the Ray Leonard and all of those guys.
You know what fight I always thought these two would resemble their own way? Was when James Toney would fight Mike McCallum.
Oh, wow.
And they would have... Go watch those fights. You will see the highest level of exchanges in box.
Don't. Yeah.
Counter. Like just
with speed and power.
I just think
and creativity.
You just don't see that. That's what this would have been.
Yep.
100%.
A+ versus A.
That's A+ versus A. I like that.
Terrence just a little too much and will catch him.
Yeah.
And buzz Boots. And I think that'll. I think Terrence stops him late.
It's such a special fight because you got two alpha males in the ring that are true alpha males. You know what I mean?
Porter's co-host summed it up with a comparison that says it all. He described Jaron Ennis as the new age phenom, explosive and exciting, like the Tracy McGrady's or Vince Carter's of boxing. But Crawford? He's built different. He's that established legend, the Michael Jordan, the Kobe Bryant, the one who's already defined greatness. It's the perfect way to frame this fight. New brilliance versus proven dominance.
That would be like if Sean fought Floyd Mayweather. Oh, I thought that was good.
I'd compare it to this. Jaron Ennis, Terence Crawford. Jaron Ennis is Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Terence Crawford's Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
There you go.
Perfect. A+A.
And if you just look at the highlight reels, you might actually think Vince Carter is better. You might think Vince Carter is even better.
That's
Tracy.
That's
just like that.
He can't explain it even better.
Ennis just the explosive new talent built to entertain the crowd, or is Crawford still the master? The seasoned genius who's solved every challenge the sport has thrown at him.
What is Boots versus Terence Crawford? What does that look like?
I don't know yet, cause we haven't seen Boots in against a guy that has touched him good enough to really test his chin. So that's the only thing we don't know about him yet. We don't know if he can take the real punch yet because we haven't seen it. But as far as the skill goes, he got everything. And that fight could be a very difficult fight because he has.
Rapper Mino, who watched Crawford's legendary win over Canelo from ringside, stands firmly with the reigning king. That night changed his view of Crawford completely. The smaller man walking through a supposed powerhouse and proving skill beats size. Mino believes Crawford's true weapon isn't just his power or precision, it's his adaptability. He calls it next-level strategy. It's a kind of ring IQ that Jaron Ennis hasn't had to face yet.
Listen.
Talk to me about them.
Boots is the guy.
How does that fight play out? The super fight, Crawford versus Boots.
I went to the Crawford fight
I was there
in Vegas. I'm not gonna hold you. He really, really surprised me. I'm talking about in a good way, like it was next level. You know, because everybody was talking about how homie was gonna be too big for him, too powerful, Canelo, how he was gonna be too overpower him. And it was none of that. Actually, he wasn't even that, he ain't even really that bigger than him.
He didn't break a sweat, right?
Yeah. That was light work. He took him all the way out of his fight.
Absolutely.
Very impressive.
Crawford operates like a chess master in the ring, every move calculated, every exchange intentional. Promoter Eddie Hearn didn't hold back, calling this matchup the most exciting fight boxing has to offer. In his words, Jaron Ennis represents the next Crawford, a rising force ready to challenge the throne of the current king.